Let's get out in front early. Let's not mess around. And hope to God we don't get crashed. That was a close one. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another daily build video. This time we're checking out the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 that is now buyable in Motorfest. It says on the Motorfest website that it's a collection import only. However, it's also saying that it's available on March 13th, which already happened. So I can't test it because I own the car in the Crew 2 already. And maybe one of you guys in the comments can correct me, but I believe this car is buyable right now in Motorfest. And I tested it, and man, is it good. It is certainly considered one of the top dogs in Street 1, if not the top dog in Street 1. And it's something that I highly recommend you guys use in grand races because it handles well, it's got insane top speed, and it's just nice to use something other than the RS2 or the RS3 or the Focus. I just think that the more the meta shifts, the better. I love being able to use a variety of cars as opposed to using the same cars all the time, every time we grand race, if I want to get a win. Now, obviously, you can win with off-meta cars, but not if you get a sweat in your lobby. You get somebody who's extremely good, or you get somebody who's just using meta cars and is above average. So, with that said, let's get into what makes this car really awesome, starting with the test data. So for Street 1, I test my cars on 2 different courses. I tested on Kyusha Spirit to test how well it gutters and how well it accelerates, and then I tested on Kiss Me Combi to see how well it does at top speed, maintaining speed through high speed corners, that type of thing. And then I averaged those 2 times and I ranked the cars based on that. Now, if we look at the leaderboard, this car ranks number 2 overall next to the Focus RS. The Focus RS does very well on both of those courses. I think all 3 of the top 4 cars are basically neck and neck, and it's really dependent on which handling model you like best and which course you're on for the grand races. If you're on a very high speed heavy course, which is a lot of highways or a lot of straights, beach sections, that is going to favor this Porsche 911, and it's going to favor the RS2 because both have very high top speeds. Now, speaking of top speeds, I didn't get to test it myself, but shout out to Simji, go follow his channel. He did a video on this car already. He tested both top speeds, this 911 against the RS2 in a similar situation, which is like with NOS in slip, and he's got 209 miles per hour for the 911 and 202 miles per hour with the RS2. So in high speed situations, if you've got a couple of these Porsches at the front of the pack, you're going to be able to slipstream away from an RS2. The RS2 will not keep up because a 7 mile per hour difference is quite a bit in ST1, and actually in ST1 over 200 miles per hour is crazy fast for the class. So the fact that it actually handles well as well, it just gives this car a slight advantage over the RS2. The RS2 handles very good as well, but it just seems like the solo pace of the 911 can sort of beat out that RS2, but it is tremendously close. And if you get 2 drivers that are very close in skill level, it's going to be a nice battle. So I like that we have more variety at the front of ST1. This one is certainly going to make my meta list in terms of the fastest cars in Street 1. All right, let me show you the tune, and then we can get into a grand race. All right, so starting with the brake balance, I've got it at 40%. And if we move down into the suspension, I've got plus 5% on the front spring, plus 10% on the rear spring, then plus 5 for the compression front, and plus 14 for the compression rear. And we got minus 5 on rebound front and rear, and then plus 10 ARB front, plus 5 ARB rear, and then the camber is at minus 0.20 for the front, minus 0.25 for the rear. And something is going on with the mileage. I've tested this car quite a bit. I've driven it way more than 4 miles. I'm not really sure what that is all about, but anyways, let's take this out to a grand race and see how we can do. All right, here we go. We got the 2.7 up first, and I'm in the Tacoma and the Peugeot. Let's get it, man. Let's see how we can do here. It's going to be interesting to see how this thing starts out. And we're on the beach route. All right, not a terrible start. Actually accelerates well. Let's see if I can stay on the road. There's a lot of pushing and shoving here. Let's get out in front early, bro. Let's get out in front early. Let's not mess around. And hope to God we don't get crashed. That was a close one, bro. That was a close one. A little bit of slipstream help here. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead if you got it. Go ahead. Oh, we're going up the mountain. Oh no, I hit the car. All right, he hit the wall as well. Let's get it. We weren't staying on the beach that time. Okay. Drove right through that gutter. That's a little better, dude. All right, I'm taking these gutters a little bit slow because I'm just a little unfamiliar with these gutters and this car. See that? I thought I could hook it and it just didn't want to hook. So if the guy behind me hooked it, he's good, man. He's golden. You're not watching the best driving here. And somehow, I'm still... Oh, that was a little bit crazy. Somehow still barely hanging on to first place. We got a little bit of a gap. Not too much. All right, I'll just go across the dirt here, because why not? Carry a little bit of speed into the tunnel. Let's get it. I don't think we're away from slip yet. I think he's definitely here. All right, not too bad. Let's see if we can make this corner without messing it up too bad. He's definitely here still. He knows I was gonna try to get that gutter. I wasn't cutting him off. I was not cutting him off. That's just the way that's just the way that works, bro. All right, dude. It was all right. It was all right. Let's see what we can do in the dirt. There we go. Top speed. Dude, I hit 170 coming down that. That's wild. Uh-oh. What happened to him? Did he crash there? All right, dude. Now it's time to put the gap on. Let's go. Oh. Not exactly where I planned to do. That was a little bit too far to the left. How am I supposed to put the gap on? I'm hitting walls like that. That's not gonna happen. All right, baby. Come on, Tacoma. Make this turn. Good enough. All right, let's get going, dude. See if the solo pace can outlast the slipstream pace that they're gonna have back there. All right, I'm wasting a lot of NOS. We gotta save some for this river section coming up. And I say that as I use more NOS. All right. And again there, I just can't stop touching the NOS button. There we go. Oh, there we go. When I said river section, I meant that right there. That one little half a second where we go through the water. Gotta save a whole bottle of NOS for that, please. There we go. You can see them slipping, dude. They're doing it. Slipstream away, baby. They're trying to come get me. The goal here at the end is a 10-second gap. Let's see if we can get it. I think that's an achievable goal here. I think it's achievable. We've got the Tacoma, which is basically fastest in class. We've got the Peugeot, which is also questionably the fastest in class. I think we can get it. Dude, look how quickly it gets back up to 170, bro. Oh my god, this Peugeot is just so good. Oh my god, are we going through the river? I feel like we are. I'm so excited about this, guys. This is my favorite course through this river. I wish we could do it every grand race. All right, dude. There we go. Back out on here. And we go this way. Gotta avoid the trees. All right, back out here. Caught it in. And I know some people like to jump that. I think it's probably faster than what I do. They jump the embankment there. It's okay. Oh, why did I do this? Why did I do this? This is not how you do this. Don't do that. Don't copy me. You're supposed to go back in the water there. All right. We're still working on that 10-second gap, dude. Okay, let's calm down, Peugeot. Conserve NOS to get out of here. Oh baby, are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get the 10-second gap? I think it's possible. I gotta stop hitting stuff that slows me down. Going slower is not the best option. Like those two walls right there. Perfect. And watch the cars, man. Come on. I don't see anybody. All right. We're pretty much near top speed. We can just kind of chill till we get through this cornfield or pineapple field or whatever this is. Looks like maybe corn. I don't know. Still don't see anybody. Let's see if we're almost done. Let's see if we get the gap. Every millisecond counts. God, this car's so fast, man. All right. I don't think we got it. I don't think we got 10 seconds. He was also in the Peugeot. Anyways, while we're waiting on that, let's talk about the Porsche. Man, it's so good. It is so good. I strongly recommend it. Like I said earlier in the video, it handles really well. What do we got? Hey, let's go, dude. 12-second. That 12-second gap on second, and we DNF 6 back. All right, well, there you go. Last thing, guys, let's keep in mind that my control settings are different than default. Usually I do tunes on default settings, but recently, since they added these new settings, I've been doing this on a little bit higher steering sensitivity. So go down to dead zone, make it 0. Go to direct mode, make it off. It's already off by default. Just kidding. 80 for steering sensitivity and 70 for dynamic max lock. That's what feels good. Feels good on this Porsche. And that's it, man. That is it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Trigger out.